What is up, my dudes? I haven't mentioned it on the channel before, but Lulu and I are very busy at home with academic pursuits in addition to working and raising a small boy. Lulu just finished her bachelor's because she is a champion, and then we went on a very well-deserved, long-awaited vacation. But I am one man, and you can only drink so many Cuba Libres. I don't know if I'll ever enjoy the taste of Coca-Cola again as long as I live. So it's back home, and back to the grind. Without further ado, let's do some four-wheeler stuff. Round 3 of Extreme XC took place just across the state line in Universal, Indiana. The EXCR crew really continued their hot streak of having awesome properties to race at. This track was super fun. And pretty too, I might add. I really hope we get to go back here next year. Before I get into the race recap, I just want to let you guys know, I know you've been asking for a beginner's guide or what to expect when you go racing. That's coming the next video. I'm putting it together right now. As well as another super secret thing it's been very hard not to tell you about. Here's a peek at just a few of the things I've got planned for the next month or so hit subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Alright, let's go racing. The 400 needed a new top end and was smoking pretty steady. We had no time to fix it between races. I was just hoping it would live for 2 more hours. Really happy with my pace in the first couple of laps, but then I started to have some problems. Pulling up the lap time chart from the race, we can see that I ran pretty consistent laps 1 through 3, and then I dropped anchor. The first problem, which was really weird, is that I got huge blisters on the palms of my hands within the first 2.5 laps. I always get blisters on my hands to some degree, but never that quickly. It's a goofy excuse, but it made it kind of tricky to hold on to the bars for the rest of the race. It was pretty uncomfortable. So much so that when the race was over, I didn't even feel as fatigued as I normally do. Typically, after these races, I am just beat, but on this day, I felt like I could have done a couple more laps if I had to, just because I only really got to push the first couple laps because of the discomfort in my hands. It was just a really frustrating issue to have. Problem number 2 is that my keen ability to choose the wrong line reared its ugly head about the second half of the race. If you would, please turn your attention to Exhibit A. Get stuck this often? Seriously, if you're a racer out there and you are also experiencing this strange cosmic phenomena where you cannot make it through any obstacles that your competitors have no issues with, please comment below and let me know how you cope. Moving on. I made a quick glove and goggle change, honestly, just to give my hands a break more than anything. And then it was back to work. And I gotta say, I know I touched on it in the beginning of the video, but this track was great. It had a little bit of everything. It had slow, rough sections that were really technical. It had big hills, but then it also had fast, flowy bits. It had wide open fields. It had option lines where you could make up some time if you were willing to into something a little bit more challenging. Pretty much anything that you could cram into a cross-country course this place had, and I was really enjoying my laps, as difficult as they were. There was a pretty good turnout for this race, and it started to show in the late laps. A lot of the lines that were good early on were starting to get pretty dug out and go away, which is no problem at all if you're an expert at line selection like myself. All in all, though, it was a pretty good day. For starters, I got to go riding, which is far better than most things. Secondly, the 400 didn't blow up. Sometimes that's all you can ask for. And finally, my results weren't as bad as I was expecting. I was able to pick up another win in my class and finish about where I have been in the overall. I think my fitness and endurance are trending in the right direction. I'm just going to keep grinding and keep trying to move up. I want higher in the overall, real bad. This time I was able to bring it home in 17th in Group B. If you stuck with me this long, thank you for watching. If you feel so inclined, click the subscribe button. June is going to be an exciting month on this channel, and I don't want you to miss it. You, personally, I want you to be there. I'll come thank you myself. Lulu just got me a Blackstone. I'll bring it to your house and make your family hibachi. Click subscribe. Invite me into your home. That's all for now. We'll see you soon.